Well, my name is Nicole, and I'm a second-year liberal arts student majoring in business and management. And to be honest with you, the EARL was the one aspect last year which I wasn't too excited about, because I think all the other program parts sound pretty unique and also pretty vague. And EARL was the one thing where you really, from the beginning, know it's a course on entrepreneurship and leadership, and those are both aspects I do in my study. So yeah, my expectations were rather low, but I can assure you that now we just had the last lecture on Monday, and I'm pretty happy, I'm pretty excited about what we all did. It first started already when the first lecture we came in, and it was nothing like a regular lecture, but the first thing that the teacher did was ask us, what do you expect from the course, what do you want to cover, what do you expect from me and from each other, so we really had a say. And this continued throughout the course because we had the sounding group, like 3-4 students, and they occasionally met with the teacher and they talked about what was going well, what did we want to have improved, etc. So it really, was a unique aspect as well. Then there was an aspect of the course which was the assignment, and as in many or in most of the outreaching parts, you do a lot in teamwork. So also in EARL, each week one team had to do some kind of assignment. And they were, well, either really creative, so one group had to come up with a new product, and they came up with this idea of an online makeup store. And I was pretty, I really thought that it could be a success, so they really sold it well to us. My own group, we had one lecture, because guest lectures are also a really important aspect of EARL, and we had these 10 public leaders joining us. So for my group, we had to organize the whole class, and we had to organize these little speed dates with the 10 different leaders. And I think it was challenging, not only because we had to prepare it during a holiday, so we really had to organize everything via Skype, but also because we didn't want to end up having 10 leaders tell the same story 10 times and 10 groups of students ask the same question. So it was difficult to implement, but I think, and it was chaotic because then in the end leaders dropped out, etc. But it ended, I think it was turned into a pretty good success in the end. And well, as I said before, the guest speakers are really I think, the most valuable part of EARL. We had almost every second week we had a guest speaker joining us, and for me personally, the most inspiring ones were, for one, Dennis Karpis, and I don't know if you all know Dance for Life, but he founded that, and he started actually as a marketeer at Levi's, and then he developed Dance for Life, so something completely different. Then he went back to jeans, and he developed this sustainable jeans brand, and now he is a co-founder and director of the Naga Foundation, and they try to push back desertification, I think. So really, a really interesting career he has had. And he shared that with us, and he really told us his story, and I think he is the very representation of what EARL is all about, really entrepreneurial, really responsible leader, and it was just really awesome to have him there and talk to us 50 students and really tell us what his difficulties were during his career. And then my other favorite speaker which we had was 2 weeks ago, and I came in the class that evening, and there was a guy sitting in the front, kind of hanging in a chair, and I thought, who is that guy? Looked really like a student, but then in the end he talked to us, and he did just graduate from Tilburg, but he actually started his own business like years ago, and he developed tons of products in texting and now app business, so it was really, really interesting. And his own words were, when I was like 14, I was the biggest nerd, but at the end of the session, it turned out he became a pretty inspirational entrepreneur. So that was really, another wow effect of the whole EARL classes. And I think most of these speakers, they really left us with the idea to follow our passions and to be brave. And I think that's what I want to give to you. And outreaching will give you plenty of opportunity to follow your passions and develop new ones. So yeah, I hope you're interested and you'll apply to the program.